All right, sit upright. Okay, look forward, bring your eyes to, start at eye level, and then lift your eyes a little bit above eye level. And now with your hands on your thighs, draw your shoulders back and start to create a nice, broad, open feeling across your chest, shoulder to shoulder, so that your collarbones can spread. And then as you take your shoulders back, relax the shoulders down the back. And then keep that long lift coming up through the front of your trunk, so that especially the space of the abdomen is not short, but it's being lengthened. And now maintain that, join your palms together, keep your head upright, relax your eyes, and now close them. And then as you close them, release the eyes so that they relax back. So you're no longer trying to look out, but let the eyes come to rest. And then keeping the eyes relaxed, keep your head upright and your face soft but yet open. Breathe with relaxed, normal breathing and feel your own normal breath at this time. As you get settled, observe how your breath settles into a rhythm. And whenever you move, that rhythm can get a little disturbed. So as you stay still, maintain your upright position, maintain the broadness, the space, shoulder to shoulder across your chest, and maintain the length of your front body. Smoothly breathe in, softly breathe out. Release your throat, relax your mouth. Let your face be soft, neutral, and expressionless. And now together we'll chant Om. Listen to the vibration and feel the vibration. Om. 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 With your next exhalation, release your head down, release your palms to your thighs, raise your head, and then you can open your eyes. Okay, everyone change the cross of your legs, put the other leg in front. And then we're going to start bending forward. So go forward, walk your hands out, and bend forward over your shins. Put your palms down on the floor. So the hands work as a little stopper so that you can keep your buttocks down. And then keeping the buttocks down, walk your hands a little further out as you're able to. Release your head, relax your head so that you release the tension from your neck, your shoulders, and your upper back. Relax your abdomen. So notice for yourself if when you bend forward, if you tighten your abdomen or there's tension in the abdomen, release that. Take some cycles of breath where you let your breath spread into the entire surface of your back. And then lift your head and look forward, walk your hands back and sit upright. Okay, now interlace your hands in front of you for Parvatasana. Turn your hands forward, raise your arms above your head. So use the arms like a tool to create a lift, a length through the front of your trunk and through the back. Then right side, left side, let everything unfold upwards. And then come down and go back up again. And then down and back up again. Stay a little longer. Let your midsection get pulled and lengthened and thinned out. Not with tension, but from the arms. Okay, and then down you come. All right, now change your legs again. Go back to the original crossing. Okay, hands on the floor, walk forward. Go forward as much as you can, and when you can't go any further, then press your hands down, relax your head. Let your breath move into your back, all the way down your back. So from the upper back, middle back, lower back, back of the pelvis. We're doing seated forward bending. So it travels down your back. Free up your whole back. Let the back, not only when you go into forward bend, the back gets long, but let it be broad. Now walk your hands back and come up to sit. Parvatasana, interlace your hands, turn your hands forward, raise your arms up. Now let everything unfold, the back, the front, right side, left side. Feel how the abdominal region gets long. Keep it relaxed as it gets pulled. Then lower your arms down and go up again. And then down and up. Now lift your vision up, look a little bit more up towards your hands, press your hands up. Keep that lift, look forward. And then down you come. Change the interlace of your hands, turn your hands, and up you go. Up and down and up and down. One more and up. Now reach higher and then look up, look with your vision, roll your chest up, look up, press your hands up away from your eyes, and then keep that lift, look forward. Lift the arms back now. And then down you come. Okay, good. Okay, release your legs. Come off your blankets. Clear your mat. You're going to do Adho Mukha Svanasana. So come to your hands and your knees. Okay, place your hands shoulder width apart. Okay, separate your knees and your feet. Tuck your toes under. Start with your arms straight. Lift your knees off the floor, straighten your legs. Press your hands down firmly. Lift your hips up away from the arms. Right, then right away, look back at your feet. If your feet are not as wide as the mat, take them wider. So it gives your legs and your pelvis, buttocks, lower back, hips, more space. Make the outer edges of your feet parallel with the sides of the mat. So toes forward, heels back. Spread your toes right away. Spread them. Okay, and then press the balls of the feet down. Lift your shin bones up. Lift your knee bones up. Lift your thigh bones up. Okay, and move your thighs back. So create a pulling action from your legs and then a pressing action through your arms. So pull from the legs. Push from the arms. Lengthen your hips back. So the sides of the waist get long, 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 long. Stretch your arms, shoulders, armpits, chest, abdomen. Breathe in. On your next breath out, push through your arms, pull from your legs. Inhale. On your exhalation, push from the arms, pull from the legs. One more. Inhale. Exhale, pull, pull, pull from the legs, push from the arms. Okay, then head up, look forward, travel forward towards your hands. Just walk right on forward, or you can jump, it's your choice. Please pause with standing on your legs and your head down. Take a nice long exhalation. Exhale, release your trunk down. Exhale, release your head down. Breathe in so you can exhale, down, 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 back down, head down, and then feel your abdomen. And is your abdomen tight? Ask yourself, feel for yourself. If it feels tight, relax it. Then lift your head, look forward, hands to your hips, stand up. Okay, face the long side of your mat. You're going to do Prasarita Padottanasana. So face the long side, take your feet nice and wide. Right, nice and wide with your feet. nice and wide with your legs. Turn your toes slightly in, heels out, stand upright, draw your heels down and your thighs back. Stretch the bottoms of the feet, press your toes down so that you're well balanced on your feet and your legs. As you draw your thighs back, lift from the lowest part of the abdomen up, then lift your front bottom ribs up, and then lift your chest ribs up. Draw your shoulders back, and now inhale, look up, have a big long stretch up through your front body as you look up. And now as you exhale, come forward, swing forward, and then bring your fingers down, pause. Now pull up through your legs, press your thighs back, look forward, chest forward. That's right. Jim, you might have to take your hands wider. Okay, now big breath in. On your next breath out, keep your hands where they are. Swing your head down, look between your legs. Don't worry about your head. Inhale, lift your head up again, look forward. On your exhalation, go down. Keep your hands where they are. Inhale, lift up, come up onto your fingertips so you give a little bit more length to your arms. On your exhalation, put your palms down, swing your head down, look between your legs. And then inhale, lift up, lengthen your abdomen. Hold the leg steady. On your exhalation, go down, go down, go down. Now stay here for a little bit longer. Now observe your abdomen. Is it tight? Can you relax it in the situation? Can you relax the abdomen but keep your legs steady? The more that you steady your legs, the more you should be able to relax the abdomen. See if you can do that, where you're separating the various different parts, where you take on effort and tension. Can you make the legs more stable? You're delegating what you're doing. You're making the legs more responsible and the abdomen more soft, more passive, and less responsible. Relax the head, the weight of the head. Keep your legs straight. Couple more cycles of breath here. And now head up and look forward. Okay, now lean back onto your legs, press your feet into the floor, bring your hands to your hips, inhale, come up. Okay, bring your feet in, all the way in, and then join your legs together. All the way in, stand upright, roll your shoulders back. Okay, good. Take your legs apart. You can walk or you jump, it's your choice. Walk or jump, your choice. Take your feet nice and wide. Place your hands on your hips, draw your shoulders back. Now you're going to turn and face your right leg. So turn your left foot in and turn your right leg out and turn all the way around so you're facing your right leg. Turn your left foot in, turn your right leg out, and turn your chest to face the right side of the room and your right leg. So you're being straight onto the leg. Press both feet down, be upright, draw your shoulders back, and create a long lift from the bottom of your abdomen up towards the top of your chest. Now keep your left heel pressing down firmly and your left leg straight as you bend your right leg forward. So bend your right leg forward, keep the left leg straight, and go down into the bend, right leg, and then come up out of the bend. Go down in the bend again. So bend your right leg, keep your left leg straight. Now, as you start to bend your right leg, bring your left hip more forward, more around. And then slowly come back up. One more time. Start to bend the right leg, and now quickly bring your left hip forward and go deeper down into the bend of your right leg from your left hip coming around. Go down into the bend from your left hip. Okay, good. Stay there. Raise your arms forward, lift your arms up over your head, stretch your arms up. Keep the front leg bent, keep the back leg straight, go down into the bend a little bit deeper. Lower your buttocks down. Good. Inhale, pull yourself up from the arms, lower your hands down onto your hips, turn to the front. Okay, draw your shoulders back, take a moment. Keep your hands on your hips, turn your right foot in, turn your left leg out to the left, turn to face your left leg. First, be upright. Okay, so when you turn to face the leg, you might be leaning forward a little bit. So now bring yourself upright so you're more in the middle between your two legs. And now keep your right leg straight. Aim to keep the right heel down as you bend your left leg forward. Bend the front leg. And keep charging through the back leg so it stays straight, stays stable. And then inhale and come up. And then go down again. Now, as you bend the front leg, roll your right hip more forward. Roll your right hip more forward. That's right. And then inhale and come back up. Okay, third time. Okay, we're doing 3 times on each side. So go down into the bend. No, bend the front leg from your right hip coming forward. Bend the left leg from your right hip coming forward. Now add the arms. Lift the arms up. Lift the arms. So it gives you a lighter lift, more lift to your torso. And from that lift, go down a little bit deeper into the bend. Lift your arms, lift your eyes, look forward. Don't look down, lift your eyes eye level. Lift your eyes a little bit above eye level. So it helps you to create a lift to the front of your trunk. Good, and now press your right foot, reach your arms higher, come up, and then arms down, turn to the front, bring your legs back to the center. Legs together, and then roll your shoulders back. Okay, hands on your hips, bend the legs, Utkatasana. Arms up, reach up, inhale, straighten the legs, spread the arms sideways, lower your arms down. Hands on your hips, bend your legs again. Then go down, and add the arms, reach up, go down deeper. Inhale, straighten the legs, spread the arms sideways, lower your arms down, hands to your hips, bend your legs. Go down, then reach up, go down more. Inhale, come up, Urdhva Hastasana, spread the arms sideways, Tadasana, jump or walk, take your legs feet apart. Walk or jump, it's your choice. Go wide. Yes. Okay, now spread your arms wide. Turn your left foot in, turn your right leg out for Utthita Trikonasana. Turn the right leg all the way up. Right now, inhale, raise your chest, spread your arms wide, extend over to the right side. Okay, make yourself open. Okay, expansive, legs straight. Careful, don't throw your top arm behind you. Oh, Sarah, don't arch back. Look forward. Don't throw the arm behind you. You're going to fall back. And then inhale, come up. Stay on this side. Go over again. Go over. Yes. And then come up. Bend your right leg to the right. Virabhadrasana 2. That's right. Now turn your arms, palms facing up. Raise your arms above your head. Stretch your arms up. Reach up, up, up. And then spread the arms wide. Inhale, come up. Toes to the front. Keep your arms up. Turn your feet to the left side. Turn your right foot in. Turn your left leg out to the left. Turn the left leg out. Straighten your legs up. Inhale your breath. Move sideways on your exhalation. We're doing it twice. So come to the left. And then up you come. And then go again to the left. Reach over. Look forward. Okay, lift your top arm up towards the ceiling. Don't throw the arm behind you. Inhale, come up. Good. Bend your left leg down. Bend the leg. Open the knee. Now turn the arms. Raise your arms up. Lift up. Reach up. Okay, so the arms are up in Urdhva Hastasana or Virabhadrasana 1 position, but the facing is Virabhadrasana, the lateral pose is Virabhadrasana 2, Trikonasana, and now spread the arms. And then inhale, come up, turn the feet, bring your feet together. Okay, good for you. Okay, now get 2 blocks and place your 2 blocks, or if it's better for you to use a chair, you can use a chair on the right side of your mat. So either 2 blocks or a chair. Now we're going to do Parsvottanasana. Okay, so Parsvottanasana is the straight on pose. We're back to facing straight onto the leg, and then we're coming forward. You can put the hands on blocks or a chair. Okay, first stage, upright stage. Second stage is going down stage. Okay, take your feet wide, everybody. Bring your hands onto your hips, everybody. Turn your left foot in, turn your right leg out to the right, turn to face your right leg. So come on around. And as you come around, bring the left hip forward, bring the left side of the waist forward, left side of the chest forward. And as you press your right foot down, pull up through the front of the trunk. Lift up through the front of the trunk. Now draw your shoulders back, lift your eyes up. Inhale your breath. On your next exhalation, come forward. As you come forward, keep bringing the left side of the trunk around. Okay, and draw the right thigh up, draw the right thigh back. Come halfway down, bring your hands onto your support. Press your hands into your support and continue to pull up through your right leg. So push off the inner edge of your right foot, draw the right thigh up, draw the right thigh back, bring the left hip around, and then press your back foot down. Now look forward and lengthen your chest forward away from your abdomen, and let the abdomen get long, long, long here. Stay here, breathe. Keep your arms straight, keep your legs straight, head up. And now inhale your breath. On your next exhalation, go down over your right leg and go down as far as you can. You can put your palms on your support, relax your head. Now inhale, look forward, come up onto your fingertips, stretch your abdomen, stretch your chest, and then on your next exhalation, go down again. And then lift your head, inhale, look forward. On your exhalation, go down, go down, go down. Legs straight, head down, and then stay here. Relax your abdomen, release your head. Focus on breathing while you sustain yourself while you keep your legs straight. And on your next inhalation, lift your head and look forward. Now press both feet down, bring your hands to your hips, draw your shoulders back. Inhale, come up, turn to the front, bring your feet together. Take a moment, feel the difference between your right leg, left leg. Observe how they feel different. And then move your blocks to the other side, or your support to the other side. Okay, hands on your hips, step your feet or jump your feet apart. Okay, now turn your feet, turn your legs, face on towards your left leg. Sarah, the distance between your feet is actually a little too big. You could shorten your distance just a hair. Thank you. Okay, now lift your eyes up, look forward, and then draw your shoulders back. Lift the front of your body up so that the abdominal region gets long. And now inhale your breath, come forward on your next exhalation. Come halfway down, then bring your fingers down onto your support. Push off right away. Now push off your left foot, draw your left thigh back. Bring your right hip around. Then press your fingers down, lengthen your abdomen, your chest forward, look forward. And now inhale your breath. On your exhalation, go down over the front leg. And then on your next inhalation, lift your head up again. Now, Jim, there's only one problem with your setup is that you can't go up and down like I'm asking you to do because your chair's too far away from you. And then inhale, look forward. On your exhalation, go down again. You just go a few more times on your own. So if you're not exactly with me, it's okay. And then you can stay. So finish the last one that you're on and then just stay there. And now focus on releasing your abdomen and relaxing your head. And then stay there and pull up through your legs. Pull up through the muscles of the legs. The front of the thighs, the front of the knees. Even think of pulling up through your shins. Yes, good job there. Okay, now lift your head, look forward, and now hands to your waist, palm up, and then turn to the front, and then bring your feet back together again. Okay, good job. Okay, now clear off your mat and repeat Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. So face the short side of the mat, place your hands down, and then step back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. And then see how right away, like as soon as you go into the pose, just take in how the pose feels different. We just did a bunch of standing poses. So how has your Adho Mukha Svanasana changed? How does it feel different? So look towards the legs. And everyone, you can lift your toes up because that's going to make your legs a little bit more dynamic. So lift your toes, lift the fronts of your legs up. Okay, then press your thighs and your knees back and use the legs to pull from the legs. And then follow through with the arms by pushing from the arms. Pull from the legs, push from the arms. And then draw your back up and in. away from your head, away from your arms, up towards your pelvis. That's right, good job there. Make your legs as straight as you can right now. Last few seconds, as straight as you can. And if you see your kneecaps kind of drooping down, pull them back up because gravity is pulling them down. So you have to pick them back up with the strength of your front thighs. Good job. Okay, bend your legs, come down. Adho Mukha Virasana. You just come down and be in child's pose. So toes close, knees wide, sit back, head down, and then have a moment where you actually relax your arms. Soften, relax your legs, all parts of your legs, knees, thighs, hips, shins, ankles, toes, bottoms of the feet. Feel how when you're in this close proximity to the legs, that the hip joints get really strongly bent. There's a big bend in your hip joint right now. So the proximity of your lower abdomen and the front thighs is close. And there's a kind of roundness that comes from the lower back down along the buttocks. Let the legs soften in this situation. Okay, now everyone walk your hands back and come and sit upright. Okay, so next what we're going to do is we're going to sit in Dandasana, and we're going to do, actually, yes, we'll do this first. Sorry, I just talked to myself. I apologize. That's what just happened, is I talked to myself. Here, I want you to sit in Dandasana. So Dandasana, staff pose. Sit on the floor, and so sit on the floor with your legs stretched out in front of you. Dandasana. Okay, and then bring your hands by your side. So we're gonna play with some of the boat poses, the abdominal poses. Now, if you're on your cycle or you've had abdominal surgery, then these are not the best poses for you. Okay, it would be better to do Baddha Konasana and Upavishta Konasana. Those poses are better for these situations. So so I'm going to demonstrate the boat poses. So I'm going to first I'll demonstrate the full boat, Paripurna Navasana. That's what it's called. And Paripurna Navasana is where the legs are up, like so. And then once you have your balance, then you take the arms out in front. I'm going to do that again. Watch my rhythm of how I go into it. So there's a kind of rhythm that I have. So I take a little momentum, I lean forward, and then when I rock back, I lift the legs. Once I come to balance, then I stretch the arms out. And if I give you a little bit more of a profile, look at how angular the pose is. It's quite angular, huh? The back is pretty straight, legs are straight, arms are straight. Okay, did you see it, everyone? Okay, so now let's work on the legs first, and then we'll go to that rhythm. Actually, let's do what I just demonstrated first. Sorry, again, I'm talking. Okay, bring your hands by your sides. Okay, start with the legs straight, because the legs, then you get a real sense of the weight of the legs. Okay, so now lean forward, and then as you rock back, lift your legs up. Come to balance on your buttocks. Right, then stretch your arms out in front of you. And then come back down. Yeah. Okay, now bend your legs. So now we're going to do a little partial. Okay, bend your legs. So the thigh bones are on that angle, right? They're bent on that diagonal. Okay, but now this time hold the backs of your thighs with your hands. Okay, then lean a little bit back and come to balance. Now as you hold your thighs, lift up through your back. Make your back long. Make your abdomen also long. So both of them, the front and the back of the trunk, are long. Okay, then keep hold of your legs and then start to stretch the legs out. Okay, and if you don't absolutely straighten, it's okay. And then bend the legs down and then stretch the legs out. We're going to repeat that one again. Okay, just like that. Okay, bend your legs, put your feet on the floor. Take your hands around behind your thighs. Okay, first sit tall. And notice that when you sit tall, feel how your buttock bones start to aim down more. So you come more onto the bony part. Okay, now lean a little bit back and then you get a little bit more on the fleshy part. So try to stay more towards the bony part. And then lift your feet up, shins up. And if you straighten legs all the way, go ahead. If they don't straighten all the way, that's okay. Now try to balance and then see if you can release your hands and stretch the arms out. And then bend the legs and then come back down. All right, good. All right, now those of you in Baddha Konasana or Upasthana Konasana, if you're using the belt, put the belt lower across put it across the buttocks so that it's not in your lower back. And if you're in Upasthana Konasana, spread your legs a little bit wider. Yes. Okay, now watch the next boat. Okay, this is half boat. And so I'm going to demonstrate, and I want everyone to watch because I want you to notice how different the pose is. So in half boat, first watch my rhythm, and then watch my shape. So the first thing I think that's really obvious is that I took more time to get into it, and that my approach was much more smooth. And I changed where I was on the buttocks. Instead of being upright, being very angular, I roll to the fleshy part of the buttocks, so it's much more low to the ground. And then I stretch the legs out. And I don't even try to lift the legs up. I just keep stretching them away from me. And because I'm stretching them away, they do come up a little bit. Okay, so this is called half or Ardha Navasana. It exercises your abdominal region in a very different way. Okay, let's try the whole pose first so you get a taste for it. Bring your hands around behind your head. Okay, lift the back of your head up and then bring your elbows forward and relax your shoulders. Now, keep your legs absolutely straight and then look towards your big toes. Reach your big toes further away from you. Reach your big toes further right. Now, Wilkie, switch to Baddha Konasana. Right, and then roll back onto the fleshy part of the buttocks. Scoop your abdomen in. Lie onto the fleshy part of the buttocks. Okay, stretch your legs away from you. Reach your big toes further away. Away, away. And then come back up. I know some of you didn't even get your legs off the floor. It doesn't matter. Okay, everyone do Baddha Konasana. Put your hands behind you. Turn your fingers back, raise your chest up, open your knees wide. If you're in Supta Baddha Konasana, you stay where you are, you're good. Okay, then those of you doing Ardha Navasana, stretch your legs out again. We're going to repeat the pose. Now, this time, put your fingers on the floor, hands on the floor like this. Keep your hands on the floor, roll onto the flesh of the buttocks. Stretch the legs away from you. Okay, then keep stretching your legs further and further out until they become a little light. Then pull on the floor and come back up. And back up. Don't try to lift the legs up. Stretch the legs out as far as you can, and then they will come up a little bit on their own. You don't have to send the message and say, hey, lift my legs. Don't do it, because then it changes how you work your abdominals. Let's do it again. Keep your hands on the floor. Roll onto the fleshy part of the buttocks. Stretch the legs further and further away. Make your legs longer and longer, like they're trying to touch the front of the mat. And then pull on the floor, come back up. Okay, Baddha Konasana. Feet together. Hands around behind you. Baddha Konasana. Open your knees wide. Baddha Konasana. Good. Okay, then stretch the legs back out. Now raise your arms above your head. Stretch your arms up over your head. Take your legs as wide as your mat. Lift your arms up. Create an upward stretch to the front of the trunk and then reach forward. Reach for your toes, your ankles, or your shins. Press your legs down into the floor. Stretch your abdomen up. And now inhale, look up towards the ceiling. On your next exhalation, bend your arms and go forward. However much you go forward, just go to the point where you can't go any further and then stay there. Press your legs down, thighs down, shins down, knees down. And now lift your head up and look forward. And now lift the arms over your head, reach up, and then lower your arms down. Okay, now everyone get yourself a belt, and we're going to do Supta Padangusthasana. Supta Padangusthasana. So get a belt or a scarf if you don't have a belt. And if you are using a belt, make a long loop, big loop, like so. Okay, first stage of Supta Padangusthasana is with the leg to the front. Okay, this way, which all of you have done. This is not new. Okay, Supta Padangusthasana. Okay, everybody can do it because we're not doing the abdominal stage. We're doing the leg straight stage. Okay, so bend your lie down, and then bend your right leg in. Take the belt across your foot, and then unfold the leg up. Okay, and if you made that large loop, then you can stick your fingers into the loop so that you have little handles. Okay, then stretch the right leg up. And then draw your shoulders down. And then stretch your left leg long. So right leg up. Press your foot up into the belt. And then stretch your left leg long. Right, and press your left thigh down. Right, now draw your shoulders down. And now as you stay here, press the front of your right thigh more away from the abdomen. So the right thigh bone should move away from the abdomen, and feel how that creates a little bit more length on the right side of the abdomen. And then as you stay here, have observe the length of the left side of the abdomen compared to the right side. So have an internal measuring tape and notice the length of the right side of the abdomen compared to the left side. And now aim to elongate both by first extending your left leg long, and then do more of that action of pressing the right thigh bone away from the abdomen. So just like in Adho Mukha Svanasana, where I asked you to pull from the legs by moving the front of the thigh into the back of the thigh, do that here. Draw the right thigh muscle, the front thigh muscle, the quadriceps, towards the thigh bone, and move the thigh bone more into the back of the leg on the hamstring side. And then feel how that gives you a little bit more length on the right side of the abdomen. Now sustain that, and then stay here and breathe. And aim to use the legs to create the length of the abdomen, so the abdomen itself can be more relaxed. So technically, this pose is in the category of abdominals, but we're not doing the abdominal stage. The abdominal stage is something a little different, where you would lift the leg and you'd lift the head, and then you'd create the strong contraction. So at this stage, it's much more about the legs itself. Okay, now everyone bend the right leg, take the belt off, and stretch the leg down. And feel the change in your right leg. Take both legs down, and then have a moment where you process the change in the legs. And then feel how now you can really feel, oh yeah, the abdomen did get long. Now bend your left leg in, put the belt on the foot, and then unfold the leg up. Now you just change sides. So the legs have to change directions. The groins have to change directions. So unfold the left leg up. Lengthen your right leg along the floor. And then when you first take the leg up, feel how the left side of the abdomen is distinctly different from the right side of the abdomen because the legs are in a different relationship to the front of the torso. So now start to create that length on the abdomen. So lengthen your right leg, the down leg, and then bring your attention to your left thigh and now start to press the left thigh away from the abdomen. So you have to engage the front of the leg, the quadricep muscles, to move towards the thigh bone, which is your femur. And then you have to use the thigh muscles moving towards the bone so that the thigh bone moves more into the back of the leg. And then you can feel a distinct change on the back of the thigh. And then I'm giving you adequate time here. Number one, to make the change, and then to keep the change, and then let it absorb in. So the abdomen is long, lower abdomen, below the diaphragm. So around the navel, and then below that towards the pubic bones. Consciously breathe. All right, and now bend your leg, take the belt off, stretch the left leg down. Okay, now, those of you that are not doing the abdominal stages, you're gonna take a block or a rolled blanket, and you're gonna put that, so I'm gonna just demonstrate with the block, where the block goes against the outside of the hip. So if you're not doing any kind of abdominal stage, because you have either you're on your cycle or you had an abdominal condition, then you put a support here and then the leg goes out to the side like this. I'm not doing a good job of demonstrating. Let me do better. So leg goes out to the side this way. Okay. And the block is there, or the blanket is there to hold the leg. Okay, those of you that don't have any conditions where you can do some abdominal work, then I'm going to take the leg up, no support. You hold the belt with one hand, and then leg goes up and out to the side, and then back up and out to the side, back up. Okay, we'll do it several times. Okay, so starting with your right leg. Those of you that should take support, take the support. Take the support, and you're going to go into it and you're going to stay for a little bit. Okay, so raise your right leg up, and then you have to bring your right hand closer to the foot. Bring your right hand higher up, closer to the foot. So hold the belt only with your right hand and bring the right hand high up so that it holds all strands of the belt. Yes, now open your left arm out to the left, and then stretch your left leg down along the floor. Correct. Now open the right leg out to the right. Those of you taking support, take the support, stay. Then those of you without the support, raise the right leg back up. Open the right leg out to the right, go out to the side, and then back up. Third time, as you open the right leg out to the right, externally rotate your leg like you would do for triangle pose. Good, Judith, it's coming. And then back up. And now last time, go out to the side and then stay there. Oh yeah, Wilkie, I forgot to warn you, you need a lot of space, a lot of room. Okay, and now stretch out through your inner right thigh to the inner foot. Press your left leg further down towards the floor. Feel how not only do the legs get opened, they get stretched. There's a muscular stretch there, but your abdomen gets wide, gets broad. David, ideally, you would keep your leg above the level of the hip. David. Yep, be careful with your body. And now inhale, swing the leg back up, and then bend the leg, take the belt off, and then release the leg down. Before you do the other side, have a moment where you have both legs down and you process the change. Process the change. Feel the length on the abdomen. Feel also how the buttock is more deflated on your right side. And then all the way down to the leg. Okay, now you're going to do the other side. So those of you taking support, take the support. And if you don't have room, you might have to move your position in the room. Okay, then you're going to first take the leg up to the front. Start the leg up to the front. And then you have to reach your left hand higher up towards the foot. Okay, then open your right arm out to the right. And then reach down through your right leg. Make your right leg nice and long and sturdy. Press your right arm down and now everyone open your left leg out to the left. Those of you taking support, stay there. Those of you without support, swing the leg back up. And then out again. Rita, you have to take your left hand higher towards your left foot. Take your hand higher towards the foot. Yep, it will help you. And then go out to the side. And then back up. Good. Again, go ahead, go out, swing out. And then swing up. And then swing out. And then back up. Okay, and now last one, swing out. And now you're going to stay. Go ahead and stay. Mercy Verbal, bring your right arm lower. Not so high towards your head side, a little bit lower than your shoulder. Okay, and press the right arm down, right shoulder down. That's it. Now stay there. So I'm giving you a little time to stay, to stew, to open up. Judith, your left leg should be more towards the head. Try to lift the leg more towards the head. Yes, like that. So it's more in line with your hip. Right, and now let your abdomen open. So Jim and Terry, see if you can open your left leg a little bit more. See if you can. Go ahead, try. Try. Out to the side. Go on, Terry, you can do it. Come on. Okay, then everyone swing the leg back up. And then release the leg down. Okay, now, good job. Okay, now here, let me show you a nice way of practicing this pose. So everyone bend your legs real to your side and sit up for a moment because I want to demonstrate. You have to bear with me when I want to demonstrate. Okay, so now one of the ways that everyone can do this, because I'm showing you a way of taking support where it's not a hip support, it's a foot support. So for this, I use a wall. So I start with the bottom leg down and I take my foot off over to the wall. So the wall is great because the wall has many different levels to it. So you can take the foot higher just by moving your body closer, or you could move your leg lower by moving away. Okay, so you have to do what is best for you, okay, appropriate for you. Notice how my toes are going towards the head side, and I actually let the foot turn just slightly down, okay, so that this way I get the turning at the hip. Once I get the leg there, then I stretch the bottom leg down like that, and then the arms can be wide here. Okay, so this is not about creating abdominal action, strengthening. This is about creating abdominal space. Okay, so this buys you some time, and then you also are not working so hard with your arms. Okay, so everyone do your right leg first. So that means the right side of your body is going to be facing your support. Now, if you don't have a wall, then you could use a piece of furniture. So if I were in my room and I didn't have a wall, then you might find a piece of furniture that you can put your foot against. Okay? So right leg first, right side of the body facing your wall. And if you don't have a good wall, it could be a bed or a chair, a couch or something, anything. And if sometimes, actually, I've noticed that if you have a hallway, sometimes the hallway is enough width that you could put your foot against the hallway. Okay, now, yeah, Marcy, you have a question? No, okay, all right. So then we'll go ahead and take your right leg, everyone bend your left leg, and then take your right leg up onto your support. And start with your right leg a little bit bent. Just bend it. Bend it. You don't need the belt. Bend it. Okay, and then look at where your foot is in relation to your hip. You don't want the foot lower than your hip. Right, then you're going to turn your right leg out and move the right buttock down away from the right side of the back. Okay, look at the foot. See that the foot is parallel to the floor, more or less. Yes, and then let the toes go down a little bit more so you get a good rotation in the leg. Right now, press your foot into the wall and straighten the leg. And then spread your arms sideways. And now stretch your left leg down. So now, David, I think that you could go a little closer to the wall. Okay, no problem. And yeah, David, and then see if you can take your foot a little higher towards your head. So it's not so low against, yeah. So bend the right leg, go a little bit closer, and take your right toes right up to the lip of the wall. Yes, like that. Okay, and then slowly straighten. Okay, is that all right? Okay, then move your foot higher up away from the molding. So the leg's not going down so much because you're really stretching your adductors a lot. How's that? Okay, well, you do what feels best for you then. Okay, so now relax your abdomen. Let the left leg become long, let the right leg become long. So David, if it's not good for you, change it to so that it is, because I don't want you to get hurt. Okay? And then see how long you can make your left leg. Victoria, move your left leg a little bit more to the left. So it spreads your left groins a little bit more. Yeah, like that. Is that okay? Can you give me a thumbs up with your right hand? Thank you. Thanks. And then Sarah, see how your right toes are going up? Can you turn your whole leg so the toes go down a little bit? So it gets a little more into, yes, like that. Good job. Okay, now let the arms spread. Melanie, this is good for your wrists, huh? And your hands. And now just notice that because you have this firm support, how it gives you a little more room, not just physically, but also mentally. Now relax your abdomen and let your breath become soft and more spacious. Release the lower part of the abdomen, and then the middle, and then the upper part of the abdomen. And it gives you time space. Mm-hmm. All right, now we're going to get ready to come out. So bend your right leg and then bring your right leg down next to your left leg. And then just wait there for a moment so that you can stretch your right leg down. So you have both legs on the floor, and then feel the difference between your right leg and your left leg so that you feel the effect. Feel the length of the abdomen, the length of the leg. It's rather deflated, isn't it? So that was about a little more than a minute. in the pose. Okay, now you're going to turn around so to face the other way so that you can put your left leg up on support. Okay, then take your left leg up and out to the side. Terry, are you doing? Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, and you can start with your right leg bent, so it gives you more range with your left leg. Turn the left leg and move the left buttock down away from your back. Okay, and then as you turn the leg, look out at your foot and see that the leg has turned enough that the foot is at least parallel to the floor. And if you can turn the leg a little bit more where the heel is up and the toes are down, then do that. So there's more of a rotation all the way, not just at the foot, but all the way at the top of the leg at the hip. And then stretch your right leg down. Okay, then you can spread your arms. Yeah. Okay, and then get settled. So Marcy, I think this is a really good way for you to practice. Marcy Roble. Okay, you're the only Marcy left right now. You're my only Marcy. Okay, I think this is a good way for you to practice because you see how it takes more tension. It's less tension, less effort, less tension. I think you should take this on, okay, as a regular thing. And then focus your attention on your abdomen, the space of the abdomen, the release of the abdomen. And then just notice how the two sides of the abdomen are still a little different from each other. Right side is a little longer, but the left side takes on a quality that's a little bit deeper, a little softer. So with your exhalations, let that softness come. So the abdomen is water element. Okay, last few cycles of breath. Okay, then to come out, you bend your left leg and then step off the wall and then take your left leg down and then see what you got. All right, now everyone bend your legs, roll to your side and roll up from your side. Okay, and now reposition yourself so that you have, you're lying down again with feet on the floor. We're gonna do Chatushpadasana. Everyone can do this. Okay, you can either hold the mat or place the hands under the feet. Take your feet as wide as the mat. So it's a wide Chatushpadasana. Okay, roll the shoulders under and then lift your buttocks up. Chatushpadasana. So legs wide. So there's plenty of room, pelvic room. Okay, roll the shoulders under and lift the buttocks up. Okay, go ahead, Chatushpadasana. Feet wide. That's right. Okay, lift the back of your body to lift and open the front of the body. That's right. And then come down. Okay, and then take a moment and now go up again. Go up again. And then go press the inner edges of your feet to create a grounding so that the inner legs can inner shins can be planted, lengthen down from the inner knees down to the inner feet, and then lift the outer hips up, outsides of the hips, and then lift the flesh of the buttocks up. Yes. And then come back down. Take a moment. And now one more. Go up again. Now this time get more onto the tops of the shoulders. So rock a little side to side. So you get your shoulders more in underneath. And then press your outer shoulders down. Draw your back up and in. Lift the outsides of your hips, the outer thighs, the outer knees, and then draw down through the inner shins to the inner feet. Press the inner feet. That's it. Good. And now last little effort, outer hot thighs up, outer hips up, sides of the waist, sides of the chest. So you lift the whole outer frame. Good. And then come down, all the way down. And then you can unfold your legs and release the legs out. Okay, and take your arms over your head, stretch the arms the opposite direction. So lengthen your legs out. So do Supta Urdhva Hastasana. If you don't have room to fully extend your arms, then you can take hold of your elbows and pull your elbows back. Okay, then release your arms, bend your legs, roll to your side and come up. Those of you doing shoulder stand, set up for shoulder stand. Those of you not doing shoulder stand today, set up for Setu Bandha. So if you're not doing, if you're doing shoulder stand, set up for shoulder stand. If you're not doing shoulder stand, then set up for either Setu Bandha if you're not going upside down, or Viparita. And then anyone, Rebecca, I don't know you. What do you do? Do you do shoulder stand?
I haven't practiced in a while, but I could do shoulder stand. I could set up for it and give it a go.
Okay, if you want to, it's your choice. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Do you need me to show you how to set up, or do you remember?
If you could remind me, that would be great.
Okay, sure. So on the short side of the mat, you place your blankets, folded edge on the edge of the mat. And if you have 3 blankets, use 3. So you use the folded part of the blanket, this side, and you stack them so that you have 3 blankets. Okay, then you fold the mat over. Okay, and then if you have a chair, then you can use a chair for your feet. If you don't have a chair, then you could use a piece of furniture or couch. Okay, and then it's good to have something under the buttocks because it makes it a lot easier to get up. So that could be a bolster or a block or pillows. You got all those good pillows there. Okay, and then this is where you're going. Shoulders on the blankets, head off the blankets. I push the chair away if you're using it, and then you roll toes on the chair, tuck the shoulders underneath, and then I step up. Okay, so everyone, as you're getting yourself organized, some of you are already up in the pose. So if you're already up in the pose, then of course just be there. And if you're on your way, take care to adjust your shoulders and your back, the back of the head. And then as you're ready to, you can go up. And then once you're up in the pose, lift your legs, extend your legs. And so we started class today where we did a lot of opening on the backs of the legs. And we were working on creating that length and the stability of the strength on the fronts of the legs for the benefit of opening the backs of the legs. Victoria, your belt looks a little tight. I wonder if you'd be interested in loosening it a little bit, maybe an inch, give yourself an inch, and see if that gives you, when you go back up, if it gives you some, if it changes the way that you are breathing. So if you're used to having it very tight, it's going to feel kind of loose, but go up and just see if that changes your breathing. Huh. Okay, and then everyone, lift your legs, let your eyes settle somewhere on your legs. Now, if you're in Setu Bandha, feel the space given to the abdomen in Setu Bandha. Now, everyone up in shoulder stand. Keep your left leg up, take your right leg down to the front, Ekapada. Left leg up, right leg down. Now, the right leg has come down. Keep your right leg down, stretch your left leg further back. Move your left leg further back so you get more opening through the front of your left hip. Sarah, take your left leg away from your right leg. Move your left leg towards the camera. No, towards me. Left leg towards me. That's it. Okay, now raise your right leg back up. Join your legs together. Press down off your elbows. Lift your back. Move your hands lower towards the middle of the back. Scoop up your back. Now keep your right leg up. Bring your left leg down to the front. Good, Rebecca. Okay, turn your right leg in. Lift your right leg up. Yes, now keep your left leg stable. Stretch your right leg further back. Stretch it away from you. Stretch it away from you. That's it. Come on, Sarah. Right leg. Right leg. Move it towards me. Yes. Good. Now raise your left leg back up. Come back up to balance. Join your legs together. Push off your elbows. Lift your back up. Good. One more time. Start to take your right leg down. And if your right leg starts to come down, immediately take your left leg back. Now stretch out through both of your big toes. Right big toe away from your right inner thigh and the inner groin. Left big toe higher. Yes. Now turn your left leg in as you stretch it back. Come on, Jim. Take your left leg further back. Yes. Good. Now from the pull of your left leg, raise your right leg up. From the pull of your left leg, raise your right leg up. Good. Adjust your hands. And now one more. Right leg goes a little bit back. Left leg comes forward. Left leg forward. Right leg back. Turn your right leg. And now stretch through your big toes. Make your big toes like arrows where they shoot away from each other. And use that so you get more length through your inner legs. Anupa, reach your right thigh back. Turn the right leg in. Reach it back. So you get more opening through the right hip. And then slowly come up. Okay, good. Join your legs. Okay, then everyone, you can slowly come down. Okay, Rebecca, you did well for not having done it for a while. You did good. Okay, then, and then you can, everyone, you can slowly roll down. Take your time. Take your time. And exit backwards. And if you run out of the room, go till your shoulders are down, and then you can stay there for a little bit. And then if your buttocks are still raised up, see if you can go travel further back. And if you run out of space, then just stay where you are, and then we'll all roll to our side and come up. Okay, now we're going to sit up for Shavasana. So everyone, you can roll to your side and come up. And now we're going to do Shavasana for your legs. So what you can do is open up your mat and give yourself a blanket for your head. And then if you don't exactly have the same props that I do, you can improvise. So we're going to go like this. If you have a bolster or pillows, then that will work. And then you take one blanket and just notice how I fold it. So I hold it like this, so the long side, and then I fold it into three. I go 1, 2, 3 layers. Okay. And this folded blanket goes right against, it's not flat and it's not upright exactly. It's more on a kind of diagonal. Okay, so it kind of, in a sense, it extends my support. Okay, and then if you have another blanket or pillows or anything, have that nearby. Okay, so now this is how you position yourself. And we've done this in the past. You lie down, head is supported, and then the bolster blanket combination is for your hamstrings and for the back legs. So I pull the buttocks away from the back, and then when I stretch the legs over the props, I want the blanket bolster combination to support the entire back of the leg, the hamstrings. And then something that you can also pay attention to is where the calf gets thick, right at the bottom of the knee. When you put the legs over, I kind of reach my heels out, so that lengthens my calf, and then I release the calves over the support. So the whole back of the leg is really supported. It's really a Shavasana for your legs. Okay, once you've done that, where it feels like the back leg is really supported, it's nice to put something on your thighs, and that's where the spare blanket is. That's what it's for. So it sandwiches your legs. Okay, so you can set up some sort of combination. It doesn't exactly have to be what I did, but some sort of combination. If you understand what the intention is, then you can create it for yourself. So when you place your legs on your support, go with the intention of lengthening the back leg, lengthen the thighs. First do the buttocks. Then once you do the buttocks, then do the backs of the thighs. And then lengthen the calves by flexing your foot slightly, so that pulls the calf away from the back of the knee and lengthen it over the support. Having taken the care to lengthen the back legs, then put your extra blanket on your thighs, and you might feel how that really creates a kind of sandwich effect on the legs, where the legs are getting a little hug, a little gentle squeeze. And then let the arms spread away from the body. Close your eyes completely. And then let the legs relax, sandwiched between the props. Relax your arms. Let the back of your torso settle down, so the backs of the shoulders, the sides of the back, the length of the buttocks as they release into the legs, the back of your head. And then as you stay and you get more and more settled into your posture, relax your abdomen on your exhalation and let the abdomen have a downward flow. where it flows down towards the legs and then down into the back of the body. So I talked about the abdomen being water. So let the flow of the abdomen release down towards the legs, down the body. And then let it release down into towards the back of the abdomen, the back of the body. So just like a, a a body of water that has an input and it has an output. So you can picture a lake that has small streams that flow in, that bring water in. And on the other side of the lake, there's also streams that the water releases out of or into. So there's an input and an output. So release from the top of the abdomen down to the bottom of the abdomen. And then within that body of water, there's the deeper layers. So let the exhalations take you into those deeper layers. And then with that softness of the abdomen, create a softening effect all throughout. Releasing the arms, the shoulders, the hands, the wrists. Letting a softness come to the legs, the ankles, the feet, the toes. Release your face so the face is soft, passive, neutral. Release your eyes back into the dark space inside the eye. And then release the skin of the cheeks, the skin of the lips. Feel the soft inflow and outflow of your breath, just like a tide where there's a rhythm, a steadiness. Now you are welcome to stay. Our time together is coming to a close. So if you're able to stay, I recommend you stay. If you have a time constraint and you need to come up, move slowly. If you're able to stay, stay. Okay, namaste. Take care.